Hey guys, it's Zor. Welcome back to another video. And today in this video, I'm going to be talking about what it was like for me to be a helper. Before we get started, I'm just going to throw in disclaimers here. For one, I'm not going to be bashing the Hive because I personally had a wonderful experience as a helper on the Hive and had wonderful, wonderful times being on the team. If you've come for that, you're in the wrong place. Go find someone else's video. I'm sure you can find something bashing the Hive. It's everywhere, even if it's not factually backed up. For the second part, this is pre-recorded video footage, and then I'm voicing it over, so if you don't like that type of content, then this probably isn't for you, and no hard feelings. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. To start, I'm going to go ahead and go into how I became a helper. Quite simply, I saw that Hive had a helper rank that you could apply for that didn't require an extensive process and wasn't necessarily a paid position. It was a volunteer position, something that I could apply for, and I had the skills and experience and requirements to apply for. So I just did, and then I went through the process of interviewing, training, the whole 9 yards. And it was honestly pretty simple, but I mean, it was a little confusing at the start, but it was pretty simple, all things considered. Why I applied? The simple answer to that is that I have experience with moderation, as I was a moderator on Mineplex for a little over 2 years. And during the time on there, I had quite a very negative experience. And Mineplex had a lot of negative community, toxic, and it was honestly one of the darkest times in my life, both between personal issues going on and coming online as my kind of escape and having that be super negative as well. Tons and tons and tons of really toxic people, death threats all the time, doxing threats, things like that constantly. They were just a all the time thing on Mineplex, and it was just something that the staff team there had to be used to. And so when I departed from the Mineplex team, I realized that I had a lot of free time because I was spending that time on Mineplex. And so I wanted to look into something that was a similar like workload, I guess is the word for it, to Mineplex because I enjoyed doing the work that I did on Mineplex. I just didn't like the community. And so I found Hive and I was hopeful, so very scared, but also very hopeful that the staff team and everything on Hive was much better and more comfortable to be in than it was on Mineplex. And I was very happily surprised. Sorry, I just choked on my words. I was very happily surprised to see that everything there was truly much nicer. Upon first joining the Hive team as a helper, everything was a little bit confusing. It was a new system, new things like that. Everything was just scrambled for the first little bit just because I was still learning. But all the other members of the helper team, Hive team, paid positions, volunteer, everything, so many people, everyone was super duper helpful on Hive. I don't think I could recall anyone who wasn't helpful or at least willing to help me point in the right direction to where I needed to be. Everyone there was really a family. It felt like everyone there wanted to be your friend, wanted to be your family, very welcoming, very helpful, and truly some of the nicest people I have met. And I'm still good friends. One of my best friends is still one of the helpers on Hive, and a lot of people are. I wouldn't be where I am right now if I wasn't a helper on Hive. Kickstarting my career, I had people like Prime Strat come in and help me, and at the time he was a helper, and a lot of my other fellow helpers at the time would come watch my streams when I had just me there, when I was just starting. Some of my earliest subscribers were other helpers and other members in Hive, so I wouldn't be having even my small community that I have now if it weren't for Hive. So if I had such a good experience, why am I no longer a helper? Why didn't I ride it out to the end? And the true answer to that is I was sort of demoted, and it wasn't because of any negative thing that happened because of me. It wasn't any bad experiences with me. I'm still on good terms with everyone on the team, everything like that. It was nothing to do with that. So why did I get demoted if I didn't do anything bad? And quite honestly, the reason I got demoted was simply put, my account got hacked. And I had 2FA and everything on my account, and somehow it got hacked anyways, which I've recently had a friend come forward and tell me that the same thing happened to them. Their account got hacked and they had 2FA. Didn't click any links, we didn't do anything like that. So I guess maybe there's just something going around. But anyways, he also plays Hive, but he's not a staff member on there. So, but anyway, with that being said, yeah, quite honestly, my account got hacked, and due to the unsureness of the security of my account, because the hacker could potentially go back into it and whatnot, even though I've changed everything now, if they got in once, then they're liable to be able to get in again. And due to that, and for safety reasons, me and Holly both decided it would be best if I departed from the team. I've been getting a lot of questions about why I'm no longer a helper, and that's kind of the reason. It wasn't really a full demotion. I was planning to go ahead and leave anyways on my own accord because of this situation, but Holly also further pushed that. So it was sort of a demotion, sort of a leaving anyways, and it was all on good terms. So your next question may be, do I plan to return to the Hive team? Because obviously I left on good terms and everything like that. Um, and honestly, it depends. I might return to the Hive team in the future, but I know that the helper rank is going away and becoming a Discord mod role. And with that, I'm not really sure because a lot of what I enjoy doing is playing Minecraft in game. And while yes, I could still do that, part of why I applied to be a helper and why I became a helper for so long in the first place was to help out in game, because it's honestly a really nice community and I enjoy it. And when the Discord mod role comes in, I don't think I'm going to have as much enjoyment. So, quite honestly, it depends on the expectations, requirements, things like that for the Discord mod role on if I will potentially try to rejoin the team and reapply. And so it really just depends on differing factors right now. Choked on my own words. But right now, I don't know. Going into that a little bit more, you guys will probably want to know some of the expectations and everything like that, what to expect if you wanted to become part of the Hive team. I know you can't become a helper anymore, but you could still apply for the Discord role whenever it comes out, and I know that's going to be a very hot topic soon. So what to expect? Honestly, the experience will be probably very similar to what it was like being a helper, just more Discord oriented. So if you're planning to apply for that role, then I'd suggest being 100% honest, being yourself. And if you're not a good person, then maybe that's not for you. But if you want to genuinely just help out and like support the Hive community in the best way you possibly can, other than just playing the server, then I'd suggest definitely applying. Consider applying for it. And don't apply if you're only going for a role in Discord or any free things in game. Like if you assume you're gonna get a free cosmetic or free cosmetics or things like that in game, don't apply. Newsflash, you don't get anything free. I don't know where that ever came from, but it is what it is. You don't get anything for free. You don't get any of that stuff. You don't get handouts like that. Um, Not unless there's like some specific cases. You don't just get all the cosmetics for free. You don't just get all that stuff. On top of that, um, don't apply if your only goal is to at some point become part of the paid team, because in my entire almost 2 years there, I never saw anyone join the paid team. Or sorry, I saw one person join the paid team, and I believe that was as a developer anyways, so it wasn't even like in the moderation field, and they had to reapply for that in a separate way. So yeah, at the end of the day, don't apply to helper if you don't think that you have a true passion for helping out people. Definitely just if you want just like a role or to get something in return out of it, I wouldn't suggest joining the helper team or the Discord mod role or whatever it's becoming. But if you want that community, that sense of family, as well as the general like helping out people and being there to help people, I definitely look into it. It's definitely fun. It's definitely amazing. And I had a great experience on the helper team. I can't recall any situation where I wasn't enjoying being on the team. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. If I had to go through everything and reapply and all of that, I would do it again, no questions asked. I would, if I ever got asked to return to the team, I would do it unless something came up in my personal life. I would return to the team, no questions asked. So, while I can't go into a lot of like the details, like I know people were probably hoping for about what it's like being a helper, I can say that no matter what, I love the helper team. I love the staff team, not just the helpers, but like the paid team. I love the Hive team, and they truly felt like a family to me. And I don't think that even if I wanted it to, will ever go away. That sense of community that the Hive has given me won't go away. And the same thing goes for here content creation wise. That's why I'm still going. And it wasn't just because I was a helper. It's because you guys and the Hive team and all of that, you all gave me a genuine sense of community and like I fit in. And that was something I've been looking for a long time online. So thank you guys so much for that, as well as you and the Hive staff team, which I know a lot of you guys are all kind of shared, are part of what made me where I am today, and I couldn't be more grateful to you all. For the couple of staff members that are watching, which will probably be a couple of helpers and everything that I consider my close friends, thank you guys for being so helpful and being my friends and everything like that. You guys are very appreciated, and I'm so, so sorry that the thing you've come to love as much as I do is going away as it's known now. And I hope that if you guys apply for the Discord mod role, that it goes well. And if it doesn't, or you decide you don't want to do that anymore, that whatever you decide to move on to next treats you well. I know you'll still be around. This sounds like I'm saying goodbye forever. I promise I'm not. I'm still here. But I hope that it treats everyone well if they move on to bigger, better things. With that being said, it is that time of the video where I'm going to be a sellout. So, in the description, you can go ahead and join my Discord if you would like to. And according to my YouTube statistics, I know everyone does this, but according to mine, only I think it's like 40% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So, hit subscribe if you like my content and enjoy this kind of thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!